Hello, welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Today's lesson is going to be Born to Run from the album of the same name. Hope you enjoy the video. Hello, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we're going to do is go through all the individual parts. Okay, cool. So this song is in the key of E major. Tempo's quite a fast one, this one. It's about 143 BPM, give or take. So let's take a look at the chords first. So got E major, classic chord there. So middle finger, second fret A, third finger, second fret D, first finger, first fret G. Okay, all 6 strings. You also got E5. They're prominent in the verses. So you're using your first finger to bar the A and the D string with your making sure you're not hitting any other strings. It's just those really kind of gritty, meaty power chords. So 0, 2, 2 in terms of frets there. Cross that over to the next set of strings. Open A string, use your first finger to bar the D and the G string, and you've got A5. Okay. Now you've got a B5 power chord, first finger, second fret A, third finger, 4th fret D, little finger, 4th fret G. Again, challenge with here, making sure I use my first finger to block off the low E, and I use my little finger to block off the B, and kind of curve my first finger to block off that high E string. So the key with power chords is often what you're not playing as to what you're playing. So B5. Again, lots of different options here in terms of chords. I've watched lots of little, sort of different live versions to see what they're doing, and they seem to be changing it up quite a lot. And obviously the guitar is a lot lower in the mix as well. So feel free to change, if you don't think it's exactly what I've done here, feel free to change it up in terms of voicings. I think it's got it pretty close. So first finger, this is now A over E, okay? But in the song structure, which I'll put up on the screen now, just refer to it as an A chord. Keep it nice and simple. Okay, so this is an A over E chord. Again, Steve loves these voicings, but again, watching kind of like the Thrill Hill Vault version of this, it's quite clear to see a lot of them playing these types of chords, which is great. So A over E, third finger 7th fret A, little finger 7th fret D, middle finger 6th fret G, and bar the 5th fret of the B and the E strings. So A over E chord, then you move it up 2 frets, yeah, and you've got B over F sharp, okay, which is your B chord, okay, which is great. Now, I spent a lot of time thinking, in that middle 8, what on earth he's doing. And a lot of it's that piano, okay, but I think what it's doing is that A over E, and then you also got this C sharp minor. Again, I've got this from the Thrill Hill Vault, and I slowed down the video. You can actually see he's definitely doing these chords, which is pretty cool. So third finger, this is a C sharp minor over G sharp. The song structure is just referred to as a C sharp minor. Third finger, it feels like basically a C sharp minor chord, but you're not barring it, okay? Third finger 6th fret D, little finger 6th fret G, middle finger 5th fret B. I kind of use my first finger to make sure I'm covering up other strings, okay? And now this is the chord that was interesting. I've realised I've been playing this wrong in my covers band all these years. So it's definitely doing this one. Again, if you watch that Thrill Hill Vault performance on YouTube, you can actually see him, slow down the video, you can see him doing this chord. So you can either play it the first, second and third, or first, second and fourth. So what I'm doing is actually leaving the little finger there because that's where I've come from in that C sharp minor. So you can leave that there, middle finger then 5th fret B, first finger 4th fret D. Okay, so this is F sharp 5 kind of add 9 chord. There's a lot of other ways you can play that section as well. You can kind of do an A and then that kind of chord as well, E5 over G sharp if you wanted to, but I think this is, if you want to get close as you can to the original, this is what you want to do. Okay, cool, so that's the F sharp add 9, and then we've also got an E over G sharp, which Bruce loves playing this kind of type of chord. So I call this the All Right Now chord. So third finger 6th fret D, first finger 4th fret G, middle finger 5th fret B. Also allows him to kind of stay in the same position, so focusing on his singing. Again, challenge here is blocking out that A string and making sure it's just those 3 strings ringing. Okay, so that's the E over G sharp. Then you've got that whoa bit. Okay, he's doing this pretty cool. It's quite straightforward in terms of playing. It's basically like a D6 over E chord, or D over E if you want to think of it simpler. Just bar the 7th fret from the A string. Okay, now I have on the tab that you see on the screen, I've actually got 2 guitar parts that I've tabbed out for this. I think there's 2 guitars going on. When Bruce is doing this bit, there's that E5. So and the idea is they join together. So again, if you want any tabs or anything, jsmusicschool.co.uk, head over to the Bruce shop on there. You can download it either in Guitar Pro format if you've got that, or PDF format, and obviously the backing tracks as well. Or alternatively, check out subscribestar.com/Bruce Springsteen Guitar. and get access to sort of exclusive guitar solo tutorials, and also this videos. If you go on the Bruce Legend tiers, you can get this video with extra tab and chord diagrams on the screen for every kind of video. So yeah, tabs are sent out via codes that you can get from the website on the 7th of every month. So check it out, and I'm happy to answer any questions about Subscribestar or the website. So yeah, it's 2 guitar parts. We're just going to do guitar part 1 today, okay? So that's the D6 over E. Then we've got a standard C sharp minor chord, bar the 4th fret, and then 3rd finger 6th fret D, little finger 6th fret G, middle finger 5th fret B. Okay, and then we've got a normal B major chord. So bar the 2nd fret, and then you use the 3rd finger to bar the D, G, and the B strings on the 4th fret. Classic chords here. You also got in that kind of end of the sax solo, you've got that really awesome B minor 7 chord, fantastic sounding chord. So you bar the 2nd fret there from the A string, then 3rd finger 4th fret D, middle finger 3rd fret B. Cool. Then you also got, this is in the middle 8 section, you know, you've got a D sus4 to D. Okay, so play a normal D chord, 1st finger 2nd fret G, 3rd finger 3rd fret B, middle finger 2nd fret high E. That's the D chord. And then if you add your little finger to the 3rd fret high E, you've got the D sus4. And the idea is he's interchanging between those. D sus4 to D. Then again, from watching the live versions, it looks like Bruce is playing this. You may well simplify it live. He's changed his live stuff up a lot over the last 30-40 years. So you might be playing it in the open position, which I've tabbed out in the other guitar parts. So the other guitar part is going. So the idea is they're locked together, which they all do live anyway. So G sus4 to G, 3rd finger 5th fret D, little finger 5th fret G, bar the 3rd fret on the B and the E strings. That's G sus4. Now all you need to do is put your middle finger down on the 4th fret G, take your little finger off, you've got a G chord. Okay, so G sus4 to G, move that up 2 frets, A sus4 to A, and move it up now so your 3rd finger's on the 10th fret, C sus4 to C. Again, the guitar is a lot lower in the mix. Live, they play a lot more guitar, and Bruce does a lot more guitar, I think. You know, in the intros, he's not just doing, I think he's playing a little bit more, so it's worth bearing that in mind. Cool, so that's all the chords. So what we'll do, take a look at that awesome opening riff, okay? So he's always got that 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got that drum fill, and then the whole band comes in for 1 bar of basic E major, E5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Bruce comes in on beat 2, 1. So 2nd fret A string, then 2nd fret G, 1, 2, and that's tied, 3, and then 1st fret G, 1, 2, and 3, 4, then 4th fret A string for a whole bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2nd fret D for 2 beats, 1, 2, 4th fret D for 2 beats. Now, I'm not sure if you might not be doing this, but I kind of added it anyway because it sounded really cool. So just kind of arpeggiate an E chord. So you're going 1, again, there's so many layers, it could be another instrument that's doing that. So that kind of main riff, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and basically just kind of repeat that riff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That basically going through, it's a 4-bar progression done twice. So if you again cross-reference with the song structure is always in the description. So if you wanted to sort of copy and paste it into a Word document and make, break it all up. So yeah, so you've got that basically that riff is going over the E5, E5, A5, B5 twice, okay? Okay, so now we're on the verse, okay? Now if you look at the song structure-wise, you've got first verse, second verse, exactly the same. And the third verse is just slightly different. I'll just give it a little bit more oomph with the E major rather than E5. So first verse, what you've got, 2 bars of E5. These are all 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Slightly dampened palm muting with this kind of fleshy part of the hand. So you've got 2 bars of E5, 1 bar of A5, and 1 bar of B5. And you do that 4-bar phrase twice. Now, I would add some accents in there, some slight accents. So basically, what I mean by that, instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Sounds a lot more interesting, okay? And that's what's happening in the record. So basically, you want to kind of slightly palm you less on the 1, the and of 2, and the 4. So I'll play that really slowly, so I'll show you what I mean. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so it's a classic kind of punk rock kind of rhythm that's just in lots of pop and rock music, yeah? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the difference between that and this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you can just, it just a little kind of pops out a little bit more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, A5. So it just sounds pretty awesome. Cool, so you can do that for the first verse and then the second verse. Cool, so now let's take a look at the bridge sections. Here, I recommend that classic down, down, up, down, up pattern. So 1 chord note for one downstroke, and then down, up, 2/8 notes. Then there's a tie, so you kind of miss the strings with the downstroke and then go up, down, up. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Yeah, so 1 chord note and 6/8 notes, but one of them is tied. So 1, 2, and 3. That's the tied note, up, down, up. And do that with the A over E. Down, down, up, down, up. The C sharp minor over G sharp. Funny F sharp, add 9 chord. Back to C sharp minor or G sharp. So on its own, that would sound a bit funny and almost doesn't sound like it works. With a whole band, it definitely sort of, you've got all the bass and everything else, so that works really well. So that's the first 4 bars. Then you've got E over G sharp. And you've got the whoa bit, which is on beat 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, whoa. It's a D6 over E chord. Okay, and then you go back to A over E, C sharp minor over D sharp, F sharp, add 9, back to C sharp minor, and then E over G sharp. C sharp minor, A over E, B over F sharp. Cool, so let me just play those bridge sections. So again, first bridge, second bridge, third bridge, pretty much exactly the same, okay? So you've got A, C sharp minor over G sharp, F sharp, add 9, C sharp minor over G sharp, E over G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to A over E, C sharp minor over G sharp, F sharp 5 add 9, C sharp minor over C sharp, E over G sharp, C sharp minor, A over E. Cool, just sounds brilliant. Just, again, with that piano melody and glockenspiel and stuff, sounds awesome. So then you've basically got the chorus, which is like your intro riff. So you've got the rest of the band going 1, 2, 3, 4, and you come in the second bar 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second verse, exactly the same as the first, and then second bridge, exactly the same as the first bridge, okay? And then we've got the second chorus, exactly the same as the first chorus, okay? And now we've got the sax solo chords. So the sax solo chords, really cool bass line. I didn't realise, you know, when I was doing the backing track for this, how awesome the the bass line is. You just forget these things sometimes. Really awesome bass line. So you've got this kind of going over the sax solo. So E5, so it's basically your verse chords twice, but with an extra ending. So you do all that again. Okay, so those, it's like a verse almost, and then you've got C sharp minor, a cool little piano melody there. Okay, so that last bit there, so we're doing the last 4 bars of the sax solo, C sharp minor for a whole bar, down, down, up, down, up. And go down, down, up the C sharp minor, 1, 2, and on the end of 3, 1, 2, and 3. And upstroke of the B, and then on the end of 4, upstroke with the E major. So that bar again, down, down, up, up, up. And then you got this nice arpeggiated B minor 7 chord. Okay, so when I say arpeggiated, you want a kind of separation. It's not just, it's, okay. So those last 4 bars of the sax solo go like this: C sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and now you've got the middle 8 section, okay? So again, feel free to change it up. You can do open chords, which is on the other tab. So the idea is it's sort of blended together. So you've got D sus4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here, D sus4, again, you can change up the picking if you want. You can go down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Probably do something like that. So down, up, down, up, down, up. So little finger, so you're going to go E, B, G, then high E, let it ring out, and then upstroke B string, and downstroke G string, upstroke B string. So in terms of timing wise, they're all 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but one of them's tied, I'll beat 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And you take your little finger on the off on the and of 2. So it's the same pattern for all the chords in this section. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you do that 2 bars. And then you go to G sus4 and do the same kind of thing. So B, G. So you're going to go B, G, D, B. And then go to change to the G, the kind of your little finger off, middle finger down, 4th fret G. 1 and 2 and 3, and then and 4 and. 2 bars of that, A sus4. Yeah, probably should do the same strumming pattern, picking pattern. So down, up, down, up to 2 frets, A sus4. C sus4. And you basically do those 8 bars twice. So D sus4, G sus4 to G, G sus4 to G, A sus4 to A, A sus4 to A, C sus4 to C. Cool, now you've got that crazy. So here we've got 16th notes. So the way you count that is 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And remember, alternate picking, really important. I'm doing those accents like it's in the verses. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So do that again. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And bar, I'm calling this kind of middle 8 part 2, just to split up that middle 8 section. Now the second bar of this kind of middle 8 part 2, you're going to go 1 E and a 2 E, and then and a 3. Okay, so you slide into the shift slide into the 5th fret, low E string. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, and then up, down, up, 3rd fret, high A string, up, down, up. So 3 E and then 4 E and So do that bar again. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, that will take a bit of time and practice to get that bit. Now you do exactly the same rhythm, but instead of going bar 3, you go. Okay, it's one of those things I was kind of winging it in my band. I realised I was playing it wrong. So bar 3 now, this middle 8 part 2, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then the whole bar is the 3rd fret, and then basically the next bar, 1 E and 2 E, and on the and of 2 go to the 5th fret, and then kind of just there's a slight bend, so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, and the next bar just 1st fret again. And the final bar of this kind of crazy 16th note pattern is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3. So you start from the 5th fret low E, 1 and then E and 2 E, and then and 4, so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and changes quite a lot this bit, okay? So you start 5th fret low E, and then up to the and of, to the E of 2 for the 3rd fret A. So 1 E and 2 E, and then and 4 E on the 5th fret low E, and then and 3, and then 4 E and okay. So that those sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars a bit slower. So 1 E and 2 E and so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I'll take a bit of time on that bit. And then you're going to go that cool little run. So rhythm wise, you've got this 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So rhythm wise, I'm just going to I'll clap that again, because it's a really important rhythm, that bit, in terms of the whole band's in sync. So you've got this 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, note wise, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. The first 2 bars. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 1, 0 on the A string, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 4th fret low E, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, 0 low E, and then offbeat stuff for the rest of the next 2 bars, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then kind of build up if you wanted to for 4 bars on a B5, 3, 4, semi-quavers. 3, and then obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're back into it. So I'll play those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars with that kind of, I call it the 6-bar run in the song structure. So you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 1, 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, and the 4 bars of B5. Cool. Now in the third verse, again, the only really difference, you can play it the same as the first and second. I just feel it needs that down, down, up, up, down, up. It's a bit more, lift off. You've got the strings coming in, and so here I suggest in the third verse do 2 bars of E, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, then A5, down, up, B5. So that's the only difference really. Very similar. A5. Okay, and then you've got the third bridge, again exactly the same as your first and second bridge, and then you've got the outro. So the outro, basically what you've got is kind of build up. This is where Max is building up on the drums for 2 rounds, and you've basically got E over G sharp, C sharp minor, A over E, big B major. So basically the last 4 bars you had of the bridge, you do another 2 times, okay? So E over G sharp, C sharp minor, A over E, B, and you do that again. Cool, and now you do the outro, which is basically your riff, the second line of the outro. So behind it you've got that E major, A, 5, B5, or E, A, B. Okay, so you just got the main riff, so the whole band's doing that, and then you come in with this. Do that again, and then you do it all again. Do the E5 again, E major if you wanted to again. And then the last round, so it's almost like you've got 4 rounds of that kind of classic, riff. And on the very last time, on that 4th round, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of the band would go in A5 or A and then to B. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this lead guitar part, you go 2nd fret D, 4th fret D, and then the E. Cool. So obviously, in my opinion, it's one of the greatest songs ever made. It's just absolutely brilliant. A classic Bruce song. It's just, if you're a Bruce fan, you just know this song. It's just brilliant. And just lots of stuff going on. So obviously if you want the tab and get both guitar parts, you might prefer the chord voicings in the other guitar part. Very similar stuff, but it adds to it. Any questions about jsmusicschool.co.uk or subscribe stuff, feel free to send me a message. Any questions or anything about this or any other lessons, just ping them a note in the comments section below. Please subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. That will help me a lot. And give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. I can't believe we haven't done this one before. It's been 3 years since I've been doing this as of today. But again, we're always going to do these songs. It's just brilliant. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye. If you'd like to get guitar profiles, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the Subscribe Star page or my website, jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much. See you on the next one.